Oh, out there, we are on the air. Gonna send out the pat signal, let people know that we are live. Hope everyone's having a lovely weekend, whether it's a long weekend, whether you're like me and working 5 days in a row during it, religious or not, however you're celebrating. Hope you're having an excellent few days. Just gonna let Bronco know that we are live. Oh gosh, I accidentally put on caps lock. Total unk moment. All right. Just responding to one of our league members. Hey, Jack, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend, my friend. So, we are visiting South Dakota, run by Bronco, infamous ruler of Air Force last year. Jack saying this is going to be brutal, but he did have the best, I think, sneaky victory over me in all of last year's game. Jiggles had some fine ones too, but Broncos was probably the most satisfying for one and all. So let's take a look at the team that Bronco has put together in our final road game of the regular season. Wow, South Dakota starts with an S. I'm most of the way there now, but I really should have just scrolled up for like 60 seconds instead of all of this. Dumb. Oh my. Now I've seen a few Broncos streams. Hey, Bronco, welcome, welcome. The man of the hour is here. VK is probably what I'm going to call him all game. Well, yeah, don't let that 71 overall fool you, though. I did win a natty with a converted 77 overall gadget. And I've seen some Broncos streams. Vi was dishing in those games. The ratings, not great, but he has enough quickness to get by. And those caps are beautiful. He is going to be a beast in a few seasons. Redshirt freshman. Let's do a deep dive under the hood here. Spontaneous personality. Not to speak for Bronco Jack. Jack asking why he agreed to this. The CPU scheduled this game just by itself, and there was really no objection. Farouk here, speedy boy. Ooh, north-south receiver. Love their mix of basically they're good at everything. A little bit of elusiveness. Got heavy on the power game and pass catching. Can do darn near anything. Two very quick, an elusive route runner and a route artist out here in Knight and Leo. And the big fella, Manny K, with the nice badges happening. 88 speed will get the job done, especially at 6'5". Just need that lob threat out there. This might be the best physical route runner I've seen. They must all start as 3 stars or something, but Elite Dev, yep, that makes sense. Stephen Wilkes, Speedy Boy, again, badged up nicely. That is a good offensive line. That's better than most of the ones I've come across this year. Plus, good archetypes to go against us with the agile tackles. Both of our edge rushers are speed archetypes. And my man gets it. The raw strength guys only on the inside. They have good inside badges, but they don't do you any favors on the outside. Especially with so many speed archetype edge rushers, doesn't make sense. Move those boys inside. Speaking of edge rushers, those are quite good here. 82 speed on a D tackle, my man. Ooh. I like this D line a lot here. 93 overall. Some platinum badges up here. Signal. I basically avoid the signal color archetype. Not really for any good reason. I just really like lurkers and thumpers, and they're the odd ones out. Speed on this in the second. Ooh, see, this is why we do the depth chart thing. Lorenzo Turpin, strong safety, is third on the depth chart for corners. Nick Fox reminds me of Rick Fox. I guess he's probably still an actor, former Los Angeles Laker and Boston Celtic. And it makes sense that Turpin's in there with the corners with DeAndre Bibbs slightly ahead of him on the depth chart. Tate McRae! It's okay. I'm okay. Sorry, I'm trying for puns, getting way too greedy. That's enough. That's enough. Number 2 in LB of the Year voting is Dalton. Ooh, thank you for letting me know that, Bronco. I do not pay enough attention to those things. Oliver Hardy, that's a good punter, especially that accuracy. And Leo, the 93 speed elusive route runner, is the return man. And Farouk looks like he's on that bell cow work as the third down back and power back for the team. Very nice. So after the last game, which I had to sim off stream, I mean, you guys can probably still hear noise today. We beat Notre Dame 55-0. That's not the interesting thing. Ahmad Kingston had 7 sacks in the game. Crazy amount. You want to know what's crazier? That set the new single season NCAA sack record. The previous one was 32. He's already beaten that by 7, and we are entering game 11. This is some unprecedented territory. I'm just going to show him to sort of explain why I feel like best player I have had on this team, and it's not really close, offense or defense, just the impact he has. 3 platinum badges, gold recruit, silver takedown. And you look at the attributes. Man is a beast. You see at the top right, the blacked out instinct mental badge. He is a converted outside linebacker. I mean, when his pass rushing moves got so good, just made sense to put him up here. And fast as all hell as well. 93 speed, 99 excel. Strong enough. The one thing I do love, though, is some of those thumper linebackers make great edge rushers because they actually have high block shedding. 92 block shedding on this man. He's definitely leaving for the draft after this year, obviously. Probably will be picked in the first 2 rounds, but I'm excited to see how he can rewrite the record books. But that might not be this game, because good offensive line for Bronco here, and the right archetype to match in the rock, paper, scissors game that is the line battle. Holy yap, as Jack would say. Let's go with our all whites. There we go. And do it to it. Good luck to you, Bronco, and as always, let's hope there's no EABS, a nice tight game, some good action. Let's have no 40-point victories. Oh, it's a rain game! Hell yeah! Oh, just a little drizzle. Not much wind. Good luck to you too, my friend. We're all rooting for Bronco here. And wrapped up by BB. But up to the 23. Already we're seeing some effects. That's a better return than we usually see against us. Bronco saying stadium should be a dome, but team builder. You know what? I love weather. It's the best. I don't get enough of it with Wake Forest. And Kona. Falau with the Big dramatic delay there. Buffering. Had the 3-yard tackle for loss there. And Kingston got to VK, but he did get the throw off. Good for the completion and a 4-yard pickup. But you see the speed he just gets back there. And he gets the half sack. Spiegel and Kingston teaming up on the 3rd down sack. That'll be a 3-and-out to start. Spiegel could be leaving early for the draft as well. I think he is a 95 overall naturally, which right on the cusp. D tackles I find are a little weird. So they're one of the positions. Tight ends are another where you will see some like 93s, 94s not go in the draft. Why? Don't know. Meanwhile, you'll see some like 86 overall centers actually get drafted. Maybe positional scarcity. That would make a lot of sense. And I'm wondering if there's something related with, you don't see tight ends or D tackles in the portal much either. God, we're starting at the 46. Handoff to Ish and the loss of 2. Not the direction we want to go. 2nd and long here at the Yotes 48. Bronco, can you confirm, is it Coyotes and just the short form is Yotes, or is it like, is Yotes the name of the team? In and out of the hands. Robinson, you got to get those, bud. That would have possibly put us in field goal range. Instead, it's 3rd and long. And ooh, the delay just checks it down to Bliss, but it's good for 22 yards. The first and into field goal range. We got very lucky there. C-Web in the backfield with Bliss. Run that split look. And it's a throw to Bliss, who's hit for a loss of 1. Back-to-back passes to the halfback. Still in that hurry up. 2nd and 11 at the 26. Completes it to Boulware, but no gain on the play at all. Perfectly covered by the Yotes defender. Those corners are going to be a problem. This needs to be a big tight end game, I think. Throwing on the run, overthrows his man, incomplete. Tito Nava out there for the field goal try. This one will be a 44-yard attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. First crooked number of the day goes to Wake Forest. I almost said the good guys, but no, I know better. It's a CPU. I can be the baby face. I'm a monster against users. We're all rooting for Bronco today. They'll start from the 17, looking to answer back, either tie the game or take the lead on this drive. Padrino with the sack, the Stanford transfer. Not a huge loss, 4 yards, but certainly VK does not need to be taking more early contact. Ooh, just pushed right through. That is potentially the mismatch, because both of South Dakota's tackles are agile archetypes, and we do have the power edge rusher in Padrino. Halfback screen just gets pushed out of bounds. Not even really a tackle. Just a sumo chest push. I'll make it 3rd and 8 up at the 19. South Dakota needs that first down. And they get it. Needed about 8, they got 9. And you see the natural badge flashing underneath VK. That is going to come in handy these games, because the players I feel most affected by weather are QBs and kickers. I mean, everyone does get certain athleticism downgrades. You really notice when your return man has that natural badge, they can tear some shit up. 2nd and 13, little play action, throwing on the run and into the Hammer's ankles. Can't be having O-line injuries. Don't want the depth out there against these boys. Oh, right. I didn't say earlier, but I'm sure at this point anyone here knows. I won't be making any depth chart adjustments since Bronco can't either. And a third down sack, AK-47. That'll give him 40 on the year. Well, maybe 40 and a half. Just continuing to push the record. Yikes, just sliced through the tackle there. Honestly, I think Kingston has been a major difference maker in allowing my so-so QB play out of Conway to still get us tons of wins. Tolson calls for the fair catch. We will start from our 43. We need 57 yards if we want the first touchdown of the game. Boulware in motion. Conway, completely unaware of the delayed blitz, loses 8. Best way to fight fire is with that fire. As the lefty, that hits his blind side. Keyshawn Smoker, that is an all-time name with a corner blitz. Second and 18 from our 35. Never mind, pushing us back more. Loss of 5 make it second and 23 from the 30. Nice diving catch by Boulware. Gain of 10. Third and 13. Still a long distance to get. Robinson motions to the weak side of the field. Conway chucks it deep. Boulware again. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Got it to the big man on the streak, and he was just able to beat the coverage. We catch a gift. 60 yards. Nice camera work, guys. Just watch a big brown lemon float through the rain. So make it a 2-score game after the big double B catch. And looks like BB, and I still need to rename number 2. He's going to be part of the team going forward. Yeah, speaking of, he's now lined up at the edge. And Kona with the delayed linebacker sack. So both of the last 2 drives starting with an 8-yard sack from a linebacker. No, sorry. It was the corner who got the sack for the Yotes. So second and 18 at the 11 right now. Incomplete. That is a tough drop. Prisbilla with the breakup. That was the full 18 yards needed on that pass. Uh-oh. Kingston is hot right now. You see the badges flashing red. Gain of 3 for BK. And that'll be a 3 and out. Tolson just completely double clutched there. Decided to go nowhere. Just stood for a second watching everyone close in on him. We'll start at the 47 though. Good starting field position. Bliss with an 11-yard carry. Nicely done. Gets himself out of the integers. First and 10 at the 36 now. Bliss still in the backfield. Takes that handoff, gets 6 more. Well, sticking with Bliss as the halfback here from 2nd and 4. QB keeper for Conway. Holds on. That's always the big takeaway when he gets hit and doesn't fumble. 3rd and inches. Bliss again gets more than enough. About 4 on that one. Right at the 20-yard line, just on the outskirts of the red zone. And Bliss will fight it up for 5. Just another handoff. You know, if it's working, keep giving it to him. Now 1st and goal at the 7. Staying with the hurry-up offense. Must be something about South Dakota's personnel that we like. Especially since we're just spamming the run. And now we will get to timeout. Both teams with injuries. Montrell Vaughn and our best O-lineman, Miguel Rosales. So now both of the Nagata twins on each tackle. David and Lawrence, 71 and 70. Conway, you vulture. Trying to take the touchdown. Gets a couple on the QB keeper. Doesn't fumble. 3rd and goal. Ish out there instead of Bliss. And he will lose 2. Okay, well, going for it. 4th and goal at the 3. South Dakota with a chance for a big goal line stand, and yep, maybe run at the end zone, not the red jerseys. That'll be a loss of 3 on the QB keeper. Amazing stand by the Yotes. We leave with no points. Kona stuffs their halfback at the line. Now this is the tough assignment, needing 94 yards on a drive. Lead block was there. Nice 9-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 1. And looks like they're... Oh, pardon me. No, I thought it was the QB sneak, and maybe it actually is. This is some I formation goodness anyway. They will move the chains. Big first down for the Yotes. Up to the 22 now. That could be a momentum shifter. Keeping it a 10-point game. And then fighting out from being back at your own 6. Nicely done. Big run there, about 12 or 13, and that'll most likely do it for the quarter. Yep, not enough time to get this play off. We head to the 2nd. Wake Forest is up by 2 scores. But South Dakota's offense sort of coming alive at the end of the quarter on this current drive. The rushing yards are the negative because of the sacks. The halfbacks for South Dakota have been good. First and 10 from the 35. Let's see if there were any adjustments while both teams changed sides of the field. Padrino all over him. Loss of 5. Can't be getting cute. The trick plays rarely trick us. 2nd and 15 now. No gain. Force Wakefield on the hit. So a 3rd and long coming up. And Padrino again got there before Kingston. That'll be another 3rd down sack today. 20 in his career now for Padrino. Once again, thank you, Jiggles. You recruited a beautiful player there. And I basically just went and got him because I'm a dick and it's more fun to steal from your friends. Maybe that's why I don't keep many. Tolson returns up to the South Dakota 47. We have great field position to start here. Basically 12 yards from field goal range. Oh, Conway. Risky business. Gets that throw off to Ish Jean-Pierre. Gain of 5. Nearly sacked. IJP doing a little dancing, but only 2 yards. Strong work by South Dakota. Wake Forest hurries back up to the line, 3rd and 3. If we don't convert here, we will be punting. And it's just enough. Got about 4. Not much there. Single yard. Bliss is checked in. I believe that was him on the previous play. Now motioning out, being followed, so I take it that's some man coverage. Oh, it's a screen to the halfback, and we lose a yard. All right, another big 3rd down coming up. Just run. And he holds on, plus gets pushed forward across the 1st down marker. We got very lucky in a couple ways that play. Nothing doing on 1st down there. Incomplete. And Ish gets 6 yards, was nearly hit in the backfield. Very fortunate to get what he did. We're now in the red zone. At the 17, it's 3rd and 4. At least the ball's spotted in the middle. Just a bit outside. Okay, no, you go for the field goal here. Stop it. Even if they convert this, I'm actually going to be mad. What the hell is that? Our 2nd turnover on downs in the quarter. Leaving points on the board here. I understood the first one. You know, you're at the 3-yard line. Okay. At the 17, when the ball's spotted, like, that is field goal range despite the weather. And wow, AK-47 will get credit with a TFL. It's just a single yard, but continuing to stuff the stat sheet. And it'll be a 3 and out. Both defenses came to play today. And God, with it staying close and both teams running the hurry up, we are going to see so many plays between both sides today. We take over from our 43 now. I almost said Ish. That was Bliss. Terrible. Loss of 4, and partly because he just kept running to the sideline. Nice wait and throw to Boulware, who breaks 2 tackles before being brought down at the 37. Double B is the star of the receiving game in the first half. Steiner moves to the wide side of the field. Oh, cooked his man. They're not throwing to him, though. Oh, my God. Webb tried to go airborne and was basically slammed into the end zone. Incomplete. But a fun way of doing it. Should have gone to Steiner. He was wide open. Oh, Conway and the receiver definitely crossed their wires there. Basically threw it to where he was, not where he was going to be. 3rd and 10, and I don't know if this is field goal range in the rain. Incomplete. And no, we are punting from their 37. The Yotes are playing some D today. McQueen gets in there for a sack. I used the formation subs to get some of my younger reserve players snaps so I don't have everyone leave for playing time. And DeMarco getting results. So a loss of 8. South Dakota back at their 8-yard line. Gain of 5 there. So it'll be still 3rd and long here. Just over 4 minutes to play in the half. Oh, what a pick! George Hammer leaping, twisting, doing the Nestea plunge for his 10th pick of the year, which ties the Wake Forest single-season record, along with Niles Folkerts, which that was like 4 or 5 seasons ago. What are we doing? Why is there so much time just being spent on crowd reactions? Pat, do we think 9-3 Cal with losses to only Oregon and Colorado and Stanford make the college football playoffs? Possibly. Ish with some great jukes. Turn nothing into something. It's quite possible. I feel like 9-3 records really only work if you're in the SEC. But it's borderline, and the Pac-12's full of good teams. So, touchdown, Bull Ware! Oh my God. He has both our touchdowns today, and both have just been basically throwing crazy sky balls that he goes up and gets. Just laying out, falling flat on his chest. I always think of Sam Fold when I think of those diving catches where you just like belly flop. I'm referencing a catch that he would have made like 15 years ago, and he's now a GM. So, yeah, I need to get something new. Big Bill Prisbilla with the hit there. South Dakota will start from their 18. It's been a tough day for their offense so far. Their defense has been up to the task, though. Oh, 3 men getting in the mix there. Padrino, Kingston, and Spiegel. Dubois just, he was chilling. Not all sacks are created equal, though. That was only a loss of 2 yards, so after that 7-yard pickup on the subsequent play, it's now 3rd and 5. And nope, Kingston right there on the blind side. Menace. Considering Conway's no great shakes and I don't have one single receiver putting up crazy numbers, I feel like Kingston might have an outside chance of being a defensive Heisman winner unless someone on some other team's doing some great things. I know the Pittsburgh QB and lead wideout were both putting up crazy numbers. So right around midfield, basically snapping from their logo at their 49. Jack, not pleased about it. Have you played Pitt yet? Wait, why? I haven't looked at his stats. Is it not deserved? I just saw 2 Pittsburgh. Oh, former Auburn recruit. Okay, good reason then. Bull Ware, stop it! Nearly his 3rd touchdown, gets downed at the 1. Yeah, that guy's reaction is the correct one. No, you don't. That's not a Conway highlight. Look at this foolishness. One-handed was lifted by the corner, falls on his tailbone and holds on. 2-minute warning. Oh, and the fullback's out there. Big 55. Top 5 is King. Oh, there you go. Kingston, the Pitt QB wideout, the James Madison halfback, and USC's QB. Wow. One player from a user team is kind of surprising. Great. What are we even doing here? Conway's so talented. So many dumb decisions. All right, gets it to C-Web. Third time's the charm. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. I played him in 5 games at Auburn. He transfers to Pitt. Only plays 1 game, but that's okay. Oh, Jack, I feel you. I had guys leave me for playing time who then got buried on other teams' depth charts. Old Hossia Savage, who I went to all the effort of giving that sweet name to. My QB graduate, he was next man up. Nope, leaves for playing time, 4th on the Ohio State depth chart. Just didn't play the next season. So I feel you. Oh, Prisbilla, first man there, and slows him down while the reinforcements came, down to the 12. All right. Minute 45. For the Yotes, they have 1 timeout. Gain of 3 on the first play. Down to 80 seconds and counting. Uh-oh. What a catch! And a bit of a hospital ball being sandwiched between safeties there. We have to call a timeout. Helping out South Dakota there. Stopping the clock on their 2-minute drill. Gain of 8. Again, the hard way. These hits have been vicious. Now 1 minute and counting left from our 49. I think this is the deepest South Dakota has been thus far. Huge third down here after the incompletion. So clock is stopped at 56 seconds. They just need to pick up the yardage and keep the drive going. That'll do it. Got about 4 there, up to the 45. 45 seconds and counting. 1st and 10. Nice work on the drag route. Injury timeout, so that burns South Dakota's final timeout here. At our 42, so at the very least nearing field goal range. They can lower it to a 3-score game. They definitely want to lead with 7, though. Wow. Speaking of players holding on in contact, nice catch. 1st down. Clock still running. 30 seconds, spiking it. Playing the long game here. Just scrambles for 6 there. Uh-oh. No timeouts left. That was a bad choice. Final play of the half. Incomplete. Damn. That should have at least been a field goal. That is annoying. At least a field goal try, you know? Yeah, Boulware went crazy. 170 yards, 2 TDs, and got down to the 1 on another catch. He has been the difference. Right? Bronco wants Tate out to be brought out. Demon Deacons set to receive. Carter on the return. We'll get it up to the 21. That's where we'll take over, needing 79 yards. We want to keep bringing the pain. Throws it to Robinson, who runs out of bounds. Conway up 220 yards through the air today. That's crazy. Only 50 yards have been to players other than Boulware. Because he is 170, as we saw at halftime. I mean, if something's working. Now he's at 183 on the day. And Ish will run for 2. Good run defense all game by South Dakota. We have not been beating them at that aspect. Loss of a yard there. So big third down. We might leave with 0 points unless we can get a first down and keep this drive moving. Just a bit outside. Up hunting we will go. Good stop by the Yotes. Nice juke there. Carter there cleaning up, though. So South Dakota will take over from their 17-yard line. First drive of the half, and Wakefield just gets right through the gap. Loss of 2. Kingston. They say it's 4th sack of the day. They don't really count the half sacks, so who knows how many it actually is. Probably 3.5. 3rd and 17. Oh, wow. Just running and it might work. That is so frustrating. 16 yards. But technically a 3 and out. Damn. I mean, it's better than not getting those 16 yards, but you know, the extra 1 would have been nice. Tolson gets it up to our 41, so we need 59 yards on this drive. Throws it out to Bliss. It's a loss of 2. Perfectly covered. To Steiner, his first catch of the day. Cheapest viewers. Imagine paying people to watch you. No offense to Bruisebot. Ish. Okay, when you made eye contact with your quarterback, you fucked up. What are you doing? Completely got turned around there. Robinson with the catch. That'll make it 3rd and 4. I don't think we are kicking field goals even from this distance, though. Oh my. The deep shot to Steiner. It's good. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Just splashing around. The 3rd down cheese has been delicious today. Kick is up. Kick is good. I believe that's a 36-yard bomb to close the drive. Prisbilla. So often the first guy to get to the return men. And that'll be a loss of 2. And Kona on the hit. That'll be a gain of 1, making it 3rd and 11. Just not enough distance. Nice completion, but that'll make it 4th and 5 after the 6-yard pickup. The punt. Tolson has a little room. Doesn't do much with it, but better than nothing. Up at the South Dakota 46. 3 minutes left here in the 3rd. Oh, Ish breaks the tackle. Ends up with 4 yards. Taking the long way around. Oh, get off him, you're too little! He punched him in the heart! Sorry, a stiff arm or a good truck in this game is truly my favorite thing. A little QB sneak, a little barrel roll by Conway. Good for a first. I like he's not been running much today. You know, we have players that's their entire job description. Use them. Gain of 7 there by Bliss. Speaking of. Ooh, draw play to Bliss. Gets 2. It'll be 3rd and 1. And going for another QB barrel roll. Oh, comes up short though, 4th and inches. So Nava out there for his 2nd field goal try of the day. Should be his 4th. Kick is up. And it's good. See, he is good at kicking the ball. Let him do it. Yeah, Bronco, I know it's an ugly score. I swear your team is playing so much better than most other teams. Especially with how many plays we both run with double hurry up in the first half. And the TFL by Wakefield will end the 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th. Look at the top 25 rankings. We're there at number 2. You see some familiar faces at 3 and 4. And yeah, Bama's there. They may or may not deserve to be there. Oh, the 3rd down stop. They happen. Especially when it's on a 3rd and 1. Anytime it's inches, you're good. Nice cut. Good for about 16. Chains will keep moving. At the very least, the Yotes want to score. Can't get goose-egged. Ari Bliss. Oh, who's number 3? Right. Every so often, leading by a lot, the other team will put in the backups. So whoever number 3 is just had a pretty nice pass there. And, you know, it'll keep BK from taking any more damage, at the very least. Well, Dubois now in on the action. Turn. It starts with a B, and I saw a letter L in there. I don't know if you guys heard that one voice clip. Hilarious. 2nd and 18. Oh no, Kingston. I could just see that happening. You do not use a halfback to block him. Who do you think you are? Have you forgotten who he is? Come on. Oh, okay. 68 was not a halfback, but he blocked as well as one. It was just a deep drop by one of the linemen. My apologies. Getting all worked up over something that never happened. Oh, tough drop. Oh, my God. I, So I realize why you'd go for it, but it's also 4th and 22. Yeah. The score's going to end up looking worse than this game was. Ugh. Ish gets the first down on the outside run. I'm with you, Bronco. It was wild. Must be in the program one of those if-then statements, like, if within 35, go for it on 4th. But 4th and 22, especially, like, from your own 30, not good. I can't imagine many people would have liked that call. Right, with the QB too. Good point. Handoff there, and it's very effective. About 13 on that carry. Must have sold out for the pass because did not see that coming at all. Maybe should have kept up with it. Dubois with the... oh, okay. Gash got hurt. Why did that sound crass when I said it? That's the man's name. No gain on that run. 3rd and 17. Hammer trying to get the interception out of bounds. Tolson will bring it up to the 43. Empty backfield? Oh, a gain of 5. Oh, okay, he just wanted to get over 300 yards passing on the day. Go ahead and burn the clock from now on, my man. Nice stutter. Man. Oh my God, Ish is getting a little crazy here in the rain. He slid. He slid, but instead of just like trying to get punched in the forehead, he's learning. And Bliss basically stumbles over a down defender. Gain of 2, though. Speed option. Oh my God. Conway just runs it in. I guess they were defending the 2 halfbacks. Why is there an ambulance here? I've never seen just a random ambulance on any of these fields. Shit, that's over 20 yards out. Just basically ran on an angle straight to the end zone, untouched. I just put a Veronica song from 20 years ago in my head. God, that song's 20 years old. My hip hurts. Ruffin with a hit. As long as the ambulance doesn't drive on the field like Madden 93, oh, I wish. Wow, what a catch under that crazy pressure. Got the throw off, and the receiver was on point. Gain of 7 on the ground there. Solid work. And another, I was going to say first down, but it's 3rd and inches. All right. See, this basically 99% chances of this converting. Just fall forward. Success. Swatted away by a lad. That was big. I'm saying this in a 48-point game, but that would have been the best field position all game for South Dakota. That kept them from, thriving. Maybe a poor choice of word. Whatever. Oh, McNabb is getting a rare snap. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning, I believe. So we're probably about 3 running plays away from this one being over. Unless a bunch of dumb penalties and injuries and chicanery and ballyhoo happen, we start passing. Oh, little I form. Good, good. Gain of 4 for Bliss. IJP gets 1, basically tackled immediately, though. Random play action streaks. It wouldn't shock me the way this game is sometimes. So a 3 and out, technically. And this will be the final play of the ball game. Fair catch. All right, we're going home. He is going to EA sometimes. GG, Bronco. Wow, Conway ended up looking quite competent with that final stat line there. I'm glad we got a rain game. Your defense played very well despite the score. Take a quick look at things. That was the issue. 116 yards of total offense, 130 through the air, minus 14 on the ground for South Dakota. We had 302 yards through the air, 166 on the ground. Only 1 turnover that entire game, which is a welcome change from how many we've seen of late. VK, 98 yards through a pick, 73% completion rate, quite good. Bullocks was bollocks. 2 for 6, he took 4 sacks. He only got 6 attempts off. He had 10 passing plays. 8 of them turned out terribly. Yikes. I think he made the right choice. VK's the one. The fullback, Dennis, averaging 6.2 on 5 carries. That's solid work. I'm looking for positives. Oh, yeah. That's Vi was ahead of him. Nice. Smoker with the 1 sack on the day for South Dakota. I could have sworn there was more than 1, but clearly not. Kingston 5 more on the day, so I guess that gives him 44 on the season. Man's doing it all for us. He's the star of the show, the face that runs the place. Hammer with his 10th pick of the season. As alluded to a few times, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, took a sack, 17 of 26 for 65% completion rate. Also had 39 yards on the ground with the touchdown, that being a 22-yard. Oh, he had the one longest run of the day. IJP, 19 for 75, basically 4 yards per carry. Same with Bliss, going 13 for 52. Goulier had one catch in the second half, but he was a menace when we needed him to be early on. Crazy that C-Webb only had one catch on the day. I think he is leading our team in receptions this year. And we already did that. All right, so our final game won't be tomorrow. Most likely will be Monday. We have a bye next week. Then we host James Madison. Our defensive coordinator, Fran Brown, was their head coach as recently as last season. And kind of nice. We play a team that's right now 8-1, so at least they're good. You could have been anywhere else in the world. You chose to spend it with us. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.